The dragons are the most fearsome. Lucky for us, they don't seem to hunt along the roads. Skyrim was not Jizargo's first choice, but Winterhold is removed from politics, dedicated to study. This is the place for Jizargo to become great.
What is it?
You are taking us somewhere warm, I trust. How can I argue with that? If anyone sneaks... Head on, then. I will keep an eye out. You ready to go? Jazargo is ready for more adventure. If anyone sneaks up on us... Really, Jazargo was having such fun. Ah, well, back to the college then.
Yes? We are in this together, yes?
The sands are cold, but Khajiit feels warmness from your presence. Jazargo had expected to be named Archmage, but there is still time.
We Argonians do the work the Nords don't want to do.
Keep an eye out for trouble. It's only a matter of time.
Ours is to need me to carry something. Let's tread
withstanding.
softly.
What do you need? Heard they're reforming.
Yeah?
To oblivion and back, as they say. It's easy to find things to sell. Things nobody will miss. Things from underground, or just left lying around in someone's house.
Jazargo had expected Skyrim. Then lead on, friend.
Is
The shadow scales will rise with the light. Thieves take what is precious. Thieves steal. We just take what will not be missed, what no one needs.
Careful! Jizargo hoped there might be one who could keep pace with his accomplishments.
on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
If you've got some business in Rorikstead, you should start by speaking. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but Juan's the one who deals with people. I'm afraid I lost my charm years ago. Yes, that's right. Look around you. Most of the lands you see are mine. Most of this I purchased while my comrades were fighting in the south, helping the Empire against the Aldmeri Dominion. Back then, nothing would grow here, and so the land was worthless. Now, thanks to the hard work and the gods' blessings, our farms prosper. Not yet, anyway, though it certainly could. With most of the Hold's fighting men committed to the war, there are fewer swords to keep the road safe from brigands and wild beasts. And of course, as the war drags on and supplies run low, our ample fields and stores of food will make a tempting target for desperate men. The best we can hope for is a swift end to the conflict. The longer the war goes on, the worse it will be for all of us, I'm afraid.
Well, that's different.
Dragons
Oh,
were
ça
never
oui.
gone.
Je commandais
They
une
were
armée de
just
plusieurs
invisible.
dizaines d'hommes, tous issus de
Very,
villages de
very
cette
quiet.
châtellerie.
I damn near met my end in that war. An old merry soldier ran me through with his blade and left me for dead. A healer named Joanne saved my life. He's been my closest friend ever since. I tell you, that man is a miracle worker.
All this talk of dragons returning to the world makes me more than a little nervous.
If you need a meal or room, I've got both. Take a look. All right then.
This is ridiculous.
Listen to me, stranger, and listen well. The Khajiit caravans are not to be trusted. Sanyon says betrayers shave their rear ends to resemble the Nord ones they are fond of licking. But Zajira, she is loyal to the Talmor.
They say
Her rear
Thalian
end
of
is
Morthal
not
has studied
shaved.
vampires, Draugr, and all manner of undead.
Going to start keeping a knife in my boot. Tired of getting this.
Blight? Zajira does not know what kind of skooma you are huffing, but she would like you to share. The Saviors brought back the moons to elsewhere. The Eight have crowned them the true rulers of Tamriel. Zajira tells them where to hunt the night. Yes, Zajira does good work too. The bodies west of Deeperwood, that was her doing. People come to pray to the false god. Zajira sometimes warns them that Talos is but a man. Yet still they pray. Zajira has no choice but to tell the saviors of their blasphemy. She thinks it would be best if they die. Then they can meet Talos in the next world, where he is just another man, scratching himself and smelling his fingers.
Most in Tamriel call my kind Argonian. We prefer the term Saxhleel.
Zajira agrees, but these are not innocents. These are Talos worshippers. The saviors of the moon have stated they must be punished. Zajira does not like the killing so much.
Come now,
But
what
as she has
everyone
said
else is
before,
saying,
sometimes the
mustn't
only
be
way to
true.
open their eyes is to close them. The Remember what I said about the caravans?
What would you like to play?
To finally be around mages who may be able to keep up with Jizargo.
Certainly. It's a fine tune and a good request.
We Argonians do the work the Nords don't want to do.
All across this great white land we fight to die with sword in hand. Bandit, pirate, soldier or king, for warrior's life we shout and sing.
There is strength in numbers.
A word of advice, my friend. Do not mix gambling and... Taken together, they will empty your pockets of every cent.
A warrior's life through and
All this talk of dragons returning to the world makes me more than a little nervous.
While most in Tamriel call my kind Argonian, we
a
prefer the term
warrior's
Saxon.
life through and through, fighting wars both old and new. And when it's done, take me home across the bridge of old
The
Whalebone.
Nords don't like anybody who's not a Nord, but they're not
Give
bad
me
people.
an ale
Down.
and give me beer.
Retire someday. Get myself an island.
A salty wench and plenty of cheer. Give me a brawl or two or three, and bards to sing about you and me.
There is strength in numbers.
A warrior's life through and through, fighting wars both old and new.
Khajiit
And
got your
when
back.
it's done, take me
If there's one
home
thing I hate
to the
more than a
great
mean-spirited
hall
drunk, it's one who
of
can't settle their
ancient
debts.
stone.
Are the Archmage's robes as comfortable as Jizargo believes them to be? I would rather be back home in elsewhere, but I have little choice.
My greatest challenge was deciding which weapon to use, for I am prone to indecision. Bow, dagger, axe?
If you've got some business in Rorikstead, you should start by speaking to Juan.
In Blackmarsh, tradition dictates we present a potential mate a unique wedding ring to represent our future bond.
There is much for Gisargo to be sure of. The longer we travel the roads of Skyrim, the more empty this land seems. Going to start keeping a knife in my boot. Tired of getting disarmed.
Here, take a look at this.
We travel lightly and can escape at a moment's notice. Gisargo will go wherever he can to learn more. Oblivion itself, if need be. May your road lead you to warm sands. There is much for Gisargo to be sure of.
If you've got some business in Rorikstead, you should start by speaking to Juan.
Khajiit are not known as mages, so Gisargo has much to prove.
Here, take a look at this.
Something strange happens to Khajiit when they arrive in Skyrim.
The Nords don't like anybody who's not a Nord.
Gisargo will
But they're
go
not
wherever
bad
he
people.
can to learn more.
Down.
Oblivion itself, if need be.
What
A word of
waste
advice, my
time.
friend. Do not mix gambling and drink. Taken together, they will empty your pockets of every septim.
have come far.
It's not, that's the real art. No rough stuff, just take it and go. Nords are so serious about beards. So many beards.
We Argonians do the work the Nords don't want to do.
Your daughters are growing up fast, Limbo. Seems like only yesterday they were newborn babes.
They've grown all right. Lazier and more stupid.
There's times I think you're the coldest man in Skyrim. This is your own flesh and blood you're talking about.
Here, take a look at this.
My father, Meralki, manages the inn. He used to be a soldier, but he left that life behind. I'm not saying it's my business, but I have to ask, why are you so cruel to your little girls?
You're right. It's none of your business. How about you keep your nose
A
out
word
of
of advice, my friend.
You keep on
Do
like
not
you are.
mix gambling
You'll
and
end up with 2 daughters.
Taken together, they will empty
Ha!
your pockets
What
of
would a
every
witless
cent.
oaf like you know about raising children?
Yes?
Those little girls of yours are growing like weeds, Lemkill.
Yes, and just like weeds, they're nothing but trouble.
Ah, there's nothing like fresh air and honest labor to bolster the spirit.
True enough. But there's nothing wrong with a little adventure now and then. How much excitement.
It's strength in
soil
numbers.
today.
We can do it. Just give us a chance.
Oh, did you need something?
There is skill in magic, there is charm, and there is a strong will. Jezargo will be successful. Of this there is no doubt. I hope you will find a warmer welcome in your travels than we have found in ours.
Have you seen that shrine of Azura? They say the
Those
Dark
little
Elves
girls
built
of
it
yours
after
are
they
growing
fled
like
from
weeds,
Morrowind.
Lemkill.
Sight to see.
Yes, and just like weeds, they're nothing but trouble.
These Nords have no love for us. They look upon us and see only thieves and smugglers. Khajiit are not known as mages, so Jezargo has much to prove. This Khajiit guards the others.
While most in Tamriel call my kind Argonian, we prefer the term Saxhleel.
The wise trader finds the best opportunities, even if he must travel far to find them.
In Black Marsh, tradition dictates we present a potential mate a unique wedding ring to represent our future bond.
If you've got some business in Rorikstead, you should start by speaking to Juan.
My father, Mralki, manages the inn. He used to be a soldier, but he left that life behind.
We Argonians do the work the North don't want to do.
Do yourself a favor and don't have children. They're good for nothing at all.
Khajiit guards your back.
Ours is to follow, friend.
We travel lightly and
You look like you've seen your share of adventure. I envy you that. In fact, maybe you can help me with something. Born and raised right here in Rorikstead. My father was a soldier. He fought in the Great War, and when it was over, he retired here to raise a family. My mother passed away when I was just a babe, so he did his best to raise me on his own. It's not the most exciting place in the world, but the people here work hard and don't cause trouble for anyone. It's true. For as long as I can remember, our crops have always done well. I'm not sure whether it's the soil, climate, or the favor of the divines, but we've never had a poor harvest. I want to be an adventurer like you. My father says I can't. He says he needs me to stay here and work the farm. And even if he did let me be an adventurer, we couldn't afford to buy armor.
Skyrim.
His name is Mralki,
Different from
and he's the
elsewhere.
innkeeper here.
But magic,
I hope you could change his mind.
magic is the same.
Thank you.
Where you go.
I can't stand the thought. I'm trapped in this village for the rest of my days.
If you need a meal, Lord... My son? Eric? What about him? Did something happen? Is he all right? But the world is a dangerous place. Eric has no idea what he's getting himself into.
Retire someday. Get
What's
my
more, he's got no armor. I'll have to save up the money for it. I cannot deny the truth of what you say. Go and tell Eric that I've changed my mind. I'll see about borrowing some money in Whiterun for his armor.
I would rather be back home than elsewhere, but I have little choice.
Did you have any... I can't thank you enough, friend. Maybe we can swap stories about our adventures over a mug of ale at the inn.
Yeah. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Until next time.
If you beat up my sister, Sissel, I won't help.
Something strange happens to Khajiit when they arrive in Skyrim.
Lead on. I'm behind you. I'll be heading home then, if you need me.
Need something?
Jizargo hoped there might be one who
Need something?
some refreshments. That in the College of Whispers are too busy guarding secrets to bother to teach. Now that's how it's done. Ha! Let us hope that there are dragons here of few. Our emperor.
Yes, and just weeds the trouble.
There is skill in magic, there is charm, and there is a strong will. Jizargo will be successful. Of this there is no doubt.
If you've got some business in Rorikstead, you should start by speaking
If
to
anyone
Juan.
sneaks up on us, Jizargo only has so much room to carry things. Khajiit will follow.
Sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but Juan's the one who deals with people.
We don't need your charity, Breton. My girls deserve something nice. It'll be their father who buys them.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Good to see you again. How would you like to hire a brave, if untested, mercenary? Seemed like the best way to see the world and make some coin. Sure, I'm a little green, but what I lack in experience, I make up for in courage. Father says I should pick a name that describes what I really am, but nobody's going to hire Eric Greenthumb or Eric Hoe Pusher. No, I need a name that will put some fear in the hearts of my enemies. When I have some enemies, that is. Lead the way. Let's get going then.
I'm going to stop keeping a knife in my boot. That's how it's done.
I'm not... Good day, friend. Keeping well? No problem. How can I help? Lead on. These are dark days. At least we know we're doing our...
What was that?
Everything in here seems to be about death, burial. There's crypts, funeral shrouds. It's a bit depressing.
Who knows what might find in here?
I wonder if everyone else would be so happy to rifle through the bones of their ancestors. These are dark days. At least we know we're doing our part to make things better, eh? Would be so happy to rifle through the bones of their ancestors.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
Hey, now that's some fine armor.
Good old-fashioned steel. Terrific.
In all my years, I've never seen such a thing.
It just feels right somehow. No problem. How can I help? Let's get going now.
Be careful. Force order. Just a danger.
Be careful.
I don't like the look of this place. It just feels right somehow. Having this new... No problem. How can I help? Let's get going then.
I admit, the dragons are a concern. But we can avoid them if we do not stay in one place for too long.
This looks promising.
Yes, definitely early Akaviri stonework.
We've got to get this bridge down. These pillars must have something to do with it.
Yes, these are Akaviri symbols. Here, let's see. You have the symbol for king, and warrior, and of course the symbol for dragonborn. That's the one that appears to have a sort of arrow shape pointing downward at the bottom. Yes, that's it. The symbol on the middle pillar.
Whatever you did, it worked. Let's see what those old blades left in our way.
Wait!
Why are you stopping?
We should be careful here. See these symbols on the floor?
Esbern's right. Look like pressure plates.
We'll cross once it's safe.
You are taking us somewhere warm, I trust.
Be careful. We'll cross once it's safe. Be careful.
Safe now. Let's move.
Yes, yes. I think we must be close to the entrance.
Forsworn are strange men. They fight to reclaim Markarth, but they live like savages.
Wonderful. Remarkably well preserved.